Okay, so have you ever tried your hand at Arabic calligraphy?
No.
Well, that's okay, neither have I. My stick figures could use some work, to be honest. But get this. What we're diving into today might just blow your mind.
Imagine taking those elegant letter forms and instead of like the usual ink and paper, you're turning them into, say, a glowing neon sign.
Or an oil painting that looks like it's centuries old. That's the kind of creative leap we're talking about with QR2AI.com. It's this platform that lets you use your own calligraphy sketches as a jumping-off point for AI-generated art.
And trust me, the results are way beyond your typical filter.
We're talking about exploring entirely new artistic mediums without needing years of training or, a Renaissance-era workshop.
What's really fascinating about QR2AI.com is how it honors the rich tradition of Arabic calligraphy while opening it up to a whole new world of possibilities. This art form has always demanded incredible precision and a deep respect for the written word.
Absolutely. It's almost meditative.
Yeah,
The way each stroke has to be so deliberate.
right.
And I can see how that focus on detail would translate beautifully into the digital realm.
Exactly. But the real game changer here is accessibility.
Okay.
QR2AI.com doesn't replace those traditional skills. It empowers anyone, regardless of their experience, to experiment with the aesthetics of Arabic calligraphy and fuse it with cutting-edge AI capabilities. It's like having a bridge between worlds.
And speaking of bridges, let's walk you over to how easy it is to get started.
I checked out QR2AI.com myself, and they make it incredibly user-friendly.
You sign up and boom, 35 free diamonds just for you to play around with.
Wow, 35.
These diamonds are basically the platform's currency, letting you try out different features and see what this whole AI art thing is about. It's like they're giving you a taste of the magic before you commit.
Smart.
Pretty smart.
Right, it definitely encourages experimentation.
Yeah.
And speaking of guidance, the template section is pure gold, especially if you're new to AI art generation. I think you'll find this particularly helpful.
Oh, for sure. I spent way too much time playing with those templates. Tell me I'm not alone here.
Not at all.
They have 24 and growing pre-built templates,
Wow, 24.
each with a tested AI prompt that dictates the style and look of the final artwork.
Let's say you want your calligraphy to have that timeless look of being etched in marble.
Okay.
There's a template for that.
Or maybe you're feeling a vibrant abstract painting.
Ooh.
Boom, another template ready to go.
What I love is that you can see the impact of each template instantly. Like, remember that example from their website where they used the marble engraving template?
Yeah.
The way it transformed that simple calligraphy sketch into something that looked like it belonged in a museum? Incredible.
It's truly remarkable how these templates capture the essence of different artistic styles. And that's just scratching the surface.
But here's where things get even cooler. If you think of those templates like they're a pre-designed house, then the customized section is like being handed the keys to your own design studio, you know?
Yes.
You can take those templates and use them as like a starting point and then go wild.
Exactly. This is where QR2AI.com empowers you to fine-tune every detail.
Sure.
Want to tweak the AI's prompts just to nudge it in a specific direction? No problem. Feeling like experimenting with a bolder color palette or a completely different texture? Go for it.
It's perfect for those times when you have a very specific vision in mind and you love to tinker until it's just right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although I have to admit sometimes I can't resist a good shortcut.
Right.
And QR2AI.com has one that makes me laugh every time the surprise me button.
Ah, yes. A brilliant stroke of design, that button.
Right.
It's like a jolt of creative electricity.
One click and the AI takes your sketch on this completely unexpected detour. You never know what it's going to come up with, but it always gets those creative juices flowing. It's like having a brainstorming partner who speaks in algorithms.
Speaking of algorithms, this is where the true magic happens. The style section is where your calligraphy sketch transcends its original form and transforms into a piece of digital art.
Okay.
And the range of styles they offer. Seriously impressive.
Okay, but we're not just talking about slapping a filter on something here. Tell me more about what makes these styles so unique.
It's all about the underlying AI. They've trained it on this massive data set of different art styles, from classic oil painting and delicate watercolors to eggy charcoal sketches, and even get this glowing neon.
Oh, wow.
Remember that cyberpunk calligraphy you were admiring on their
Oh,
website?
absolutely. I never would have thought to combine those two aesthetics, but it somehow works so well.
Precisely. And that's the beauty of it. This platform allows you to explore these unexpected intersections of style and form.
I love that.
It's about pushing the boundaries of what we consider possible in the art world.
It really is.
But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I know some listeners might be thinking, okay, this all sounds amazing, but I'm no tech whiz. Is this really something I can do?
And the answer is a resounding yes.
Yes.
But for those of you who like to dive into the deep end of the pool, you know who you are. QR2AI.com has you covered too.
Absolutely.
For those who crave that granular level of control, the advanced customization options are where it's at.
Okay.
This is where QR2AI.com really lets you peek under the hood, so to speak.
Okay, so walk us through it. What kind of advanced settings are we talking about here?
Don't worry, they explain it all in a way that won't make your head spin.
Okay.
Take it from someone who still mixes up their HDMI and USB ports.
Right.
One of the key settings they offer is control over, what do they call it, guidance and conditioning scales.
Mm-hmm. And without getting too technical, think of guidance as how closely you want the AI to stick to your original sketch. Higher guidance means the AI will stay pretty true to your lines,
Right.
while lower guidance gives the AI more freedom to kind of interpret.
Oh.
So it's like choosing between a partner who follows your lead step by step or one who's willing to improvise a little, you know?
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
And then there's conditioning, which is all about how strongly you want the AI to apply the chosen style. High conditioning will give you a very intense, stylized result, while lower conditioning allows for a subtler touch.
Right.
So you can really fine-tune the balance between your original calligraphy and the AI's artistic flair.
Yeah.
And if that were enough, there's one more feature I got to tell you about.
Right.
The negative prompt.
What is that?
Okay, so imagine this. The AI generates this incredible piece based on your sketch. It's almost perfect, but there's this one little detail that's just thrown the whole thing off.
Okay.
Maybe it's like a weird texture in the background, or the colors clashed unexpectedly.
Right.
The negative prompt lets you say to the AI, hey, I love what you did there, but can we lose that part?
Oh, that's cool.
Right.
So it's like having a superpowered eraser
Yes.
for those happy little accidents
Exactly.
that, what's his name, Bob Ross wouldn't approve of.
Exactly.
That's a clever way to refine the AI's output.
And the best part is you don't need to be a coding whiz to use any of these features.
Right.
QR2AI.com has made it surprisingly intuitive.
Okay.
But hold on to your hats, folks, because we've got some breaking news from the world of QR2AI.com. Yeah, they're about to launch a text-to-calligraphy AI feature.
Wow.
So that's right.
Soon you'll be able to type in any text you want, and the AI will generate it in beautiful Arabic calligraphy.
That's next level.
I know.
So instead of starting with a sketch, you're starting with the words themselves.
Wow. I can already imagine the possibilities.
Right. It's incredible to think how this one platform is bridging the gap between these ancient art forms and this cutting-edge technology.
It's amazing.
So what does this all mean for you?
Our calligraphy enthusiast, our AI art aficionado, our lover of all things innovative.
It means there's never been a better time to dive into the world of digital calligraphy
Right.
and explore the creative synergy between human expression and artificial intelligence.
We encourage you to head over to QR2AI.com and just start experimenting.
See what happens when you blend your unique style with the power of AI.
Yeah.
You might just surprise yourself with what you create.
And who knows, you might just spark a whole new art movement.
Wow.
And with that thought, we'll leave you to explore, create, and discover the magic waiting at the intersection of ancient art and cutting-edge technology.
Until next time, keep those creative sparks flying.